Welcome to episode number 13 of Pro Cycling Manager 2017. Our pro cyclist is in the mid of June and the next races will be obviously the national championships. We have the ITT and the road race. So let's have a look at the profile of the ITT. It is a hilly ITT that is super short with 15.6 kilometers. We might be able to do a quite decent result on this, even though we are not a time trialist, but our hill start is pretty okay. And the road race is a flat race of 215.5 kilometers. But we can maybe we can get on a breakaway and win out of the breakaway. So these are our two races for today's episode, and afterwards, when the two races are done, we will simulate a little bit into July because we have no races in early July, so we can fully focus on to what team do we want to go for next year. That's today's episode, and we are starting with the national championship time trial of Germany. So our biggest opponent will be obviously Tony Martin, and Emanuel Buchmann is a pretty good heli rider, also quite decent in terms of time trials. Schachmann is pretty good, Arndt is pretty good. So there are plenty of riders who could do good. But we are on fitness peak, and with a really great form, we can actually get a pretty decent result there. So it's simulating all the other national championships right now. And there we go. We are +2 on a race day forecast because of the fitness peak. We have 98% fitness, and if we have a look at the favorites, it is indeed Tony Martin with 73 hill and 80 TTR. Then we have Simon Geschke with 76 hill, 76 hill and 75 TTR. And then Jascha Süterlin, Maximilian Schachmann, Nikias Arndt, those guys I mentioned already. Buchmann also to mention with 76 hill. And then actually when we go down to Roger Kluge is only 66 hill, 68 time trial. We might be able to get in top 10 is maybe possible. I think we can do as good as Roger Kluge. So let's go into the race. This is quite interesting. Hopefully we start pretty early. I don't want to start as the latest rider. Well, it doesn't matter actually. If we look at the riders, I think pretty much 50, 60, maybe 70 riders are attending to this team time individual time trial, obviously. And yes, let's also look for our objective. So, finish in the top 10. Our objective is indeed finish in the top 10, and we will see whether we can do this. Yeah, let's look at the profile. There's a pretty steep climb in the beginning, so it's red climb. And the bottom part, then there's a little flatter part in the middle, and then there's a pretty steep part in the end. And afterwards it's just downhill to the finish. This is, in my opinion, one of the hardest time trial circuits in terms of doing it good, because you will lose much more energy, yellow energy, and at the top of the climb you have only 20% energy left, and you really need to make sure it's enough to get the rest of the race done. So I will probably climb at 73, 75 is maybe a little bit too much, so we will climb at 73. Okay, we are +2 on the day, so our race forecast is also our race day condition. And let's start on 73. I think 73 is fine for the climb. We have a TTR start of 62, a prologue start of 69. I think it even counts in such a short time trial. And our hill start is 75, and 75 is really good for us. So at the moment our yellow is still pretty close to the finish line bar, but we are going into the steep part now, and Well, our yellow doesn't go down that much faster, so we might be able to keep up the pace, go up with a pace to 75. Well, let's stick to 73 for the moment. We can also go pretty fast in the downhill afterwards. We are now in the steepest part soon of the climb. This is the long red part, and now our yellow will go down pretty quick. So being at 73, we are overtaking or nearly overtaking the guy in front of us, which is pretty good sign as well. So we are in a good form, good race day condition, and we have plenty of energy left for the rest. So we can go up now to 80. Let's look at first inter. We are first at the first inter. Ooh, that's interesting. And we have a lot of energy still left. So going downhill with 80 here might even go up soon. But we need to make sure that the finish line bar catches the yellow bar, which it does pretty soon. Can even go 84 right now. Okay, going down to 80 again because it's not that steep downhill anymore. It's only a little bit downhill. So last 2 kilometers of the race. Flamme Rouge is there. 80 looks good, 80 looks good. We can even go to 85. Yep. Perfect. 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 The yellow bar was empty at the finish line, and we are still 6 seconds in front. And if we... Oh, this is so interesting. Can we win it? Can we win it? I don't think so, but maybe we are able to win it. We are still first at Chrono 1 by a good amount already. By a good amount. Nico Denz is in there with 13 seconds now. Oh my god. Christian Knies and Emanuel Buchmann. So the top one is the real Emanuel Buchmann. Yeah, now the favorites keep starting, and now we are dropping at the finish line with 105 behind already. P5, I think that's it. We are fifths of the stage. We beat Tony Martin, we beat Nikias Ahn, we beat John Degenkolb, and we were only beaten by Buchmann, Geschke, Schachmann, and Knees. For the first national championships, that is a pretty good result in my opinion. And yeah, I think we did it pretty well. There was no chance of winning this, to be honest. I mean, with a little bit better race day condition, we could have maybe got on the podium, but winning was just not possible. But still, 24 points of experience, very good race evaluation. So finished top 10, we finished 5th. That's worth 24 points of experience. So let's head into the road race. Road race is coming up. It is a pretty long flat race. So I might show the beginning and the end and cut out the middle part. We'll see. Simulating all the other national championships right now. That quite takes a while, always. Our freshness is also pretty good. Our tiredness is still only 24%, and we have a break week upcoming, so that's looking quite decent. We will have a look at the training plan after this week as well, to secure like everything is still fine. There's not too much exhaustion somewhere, not too little exhaustion somewhere. So just basically have a look whether you can train harder or have to like train a little bit less, but it looks pretty good, our training plan right now. So also for the road race, it's about 80 riders usually going to the road race of Germany. Loading screen ended already. And yeah, we have a we have a bunch of a team there. Oh my god, we are +3 on the day, and we have 3 element, and our objective is go in a breakaway, and we will do it. And we are starting in the first row. That means we can immediately attack, which is awesome. So 87 riders. And we have a 6-man breakaway, it seems. We have 65 flat on the day, which is okay. We will compare soon to the other breakaway riders. Why is he attacking? It seems like the peloton is not letting us pace. Doesn't let us yeah, they kind of don't let us away, it seems. So this might not be the group yet, to be honest. The peloton is pacing. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that they will leave us in the group. Maybe the group is just too big. So we will maintain position for the moment, just save energy because the peloton is pacing, and we'll have a look whether we can attack again when they catch us. So many attacks from the breakaway right now, and the peloton's just 17 seconds behind. So they might catch us pretty soon. What is going on? Everyone is attacking like hell. In the breakaway, but no one is like getting a gap. That's quite weird. Alright, and there we go, we attack again. Peloton caught us. Unfortunately, nearly everyone is following us. Alright, this looks like a good breakaway. We are getting time, and this might be the group of the day. So 1 minute and 52 minutes. Need to make sure. In a breakaway, they always pace like 85 when you have like less than 2 minutes, and then the effort goes down to around 60, and at 60 you can usually just just go like this. I will leave it at x8. Unfortunately, the game is a little bit bugged at national championships, so the peloton will most likely not pace at all until we reach the finish line. You can see it also here, our gap widens to above 9 minutes already, and it will even go higher, above 20 minutes, I think. We need to fetch some water, but let's have a look at the other guy in the breakaway. We have Carlos Ambrosius. I don't even know if he's called Carlos, but there's a C, so I call him Carlos now. He has 65 flat, 64 sprint. We need to be a little bit aware of him in terms of a sprint. 64 sprint is quite good for breakaway in this race type. Then we have Dominic Weinstein with 69 flat, 65 sprint. So he is probably the favorite out of this breakaway group. 69 flat is really, really huge. Then we have Werner with 65 flat, 62 sprint, 62 acceleration, and Appelt with 66 flat, also 64 sprint. So the best rider in the breakaway is Weinstein with 69 flat and 65 acceleration and sprint. And we are at 65 flat, 63 sprint, and 72 acceleration. So it is possible for us to win the sprint, but we can also try to escape in front of the finish line. Might even have a look if someone else is attacking, or whether we attack ourselves. We have to be really, really careful in the final 20 kilometers. So now we know the gap is 27 minutes, so we will win. We will finish in top 5 of the race. It's just the question whether we get the jersey or not. 65 kilometers to go. Our objective is done as well. So we had as a race strategy the breakaway objective. We have it done. 70 kilometers. That's fine. And our yellow bar also looks still pretty good after this quite fast start. So that should not be a problem, yellow bar at all. We don't have to pace that much anyway. So we are getting close to the finish. That means the riders usually take up the pace a bit. We are now pacing around 70. Here it says 61 to 69, but 70 is also fine. And I think with 20k to go, I will go down to X1. Yeah, now we need to really watch out for attacks. And the first guy is attacking. I think I'm not following him. He will most likely not win the race. We have to just look out for Weinstein. He is the most important rider in this. We cannot follow him right now. It's not close enough to the finish line. Ah, usually it's 18. Yep. So now we just follow Weinstein. And he's also pacing right now to get him back. So this we can put at 85. 15k to go. We will catch him right now. I might try to launch an attack when he's caught now. Try to get the decision before the finish line. So 9k to go and we are pacing 85. It's kinda stuck at 9 to 12 seconds, so he's not getting any seconds towards us. 12, 16 seconds now. 17. We can even go to 87 in tempo. Oh, I'm not sure whether this was a good idea to attack before and not go for the sprint. Oh, it was not a good idea. I have a feeling that was not a good idea. No! No! Ah, we should have sprinted. We should have sprinted. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Not winning German championships. Ah, from a 5-rider breakaway. We should have just waited for the sprint. I think we were just... Man, our acceleration is so good. Why did we attack so early? Always wrong decision. Always wrong decision. But if I would have lost in the sprint, I would have said the same. Oh my god, why didn't we attack? Why didn't we attack? So, yeah. Anyway, top 3 in the... We can try next year again. 37 points of experience for the breakaway evaluation goal. And 7 races, like some bonus experience as well. So we have here already a message for contract 2018. So let's fast forward to July the 1st and then we will have a look at who wants to have us and yeah, teammate requests. We can also do teammate requests, but as I said, I don't really mind who's going there. We can put him in here, I think. But yeah, 28 points is fine. We still have 21 for the So we just take this 63 Mountain Rider there. So let's have a look at tiredness. At least, yeah, we can look at tiredness in a day. We are 24 right now, but if we look at the training, yeah, 24, it's going up to 32, then it's going down to 13 and to 0, which is quite good. I would like to train here, but then we have a problem at the end of the season because we cannot do breaks inside here. Yeah, we can not really do breaks here because the check tour is lying so badly that one stage is going into the next week. So a break here doesn't really make sense. You still have 14% effort of training, and that means that the tiredness goes down here in the overview, but it doesn't go down in the game at all, which is quite unfortunate, to be honest. Man, this check tour is so annoying. Can we not raise something else? Well, there's nothing else to raise. And this race is really not good at all. Well, actually it is quite okay. Is this a team time trial? No, it's an individual time trial. We need to race it anyway because we need a preparation race for Type Pro Classic. But we could just also say, nah, let's keep the break week in here. Where was it? I think, yeah, here. Yeah, there's no chance to make a break week in between because we have in every week, we have at least one stage of a race. So yeah, training plan is quite perfect, and we cannot change races because there's not much to choose from right here. It's often a problem in the first season, but yeah, doesn't matter that much at all. So let's have a look at the list of the teams. Who wants to have us? AG Dosella Mondial, Bahrain Merida, Bora Hansgrohe, Movistar, Dimension Data, and Team Sunweb from the World Tour. To be fair, these teams are also good, maybe except for Team Dimension Data, which doesn't have that great riders, that we are just a domestique. I mean, Dimension Data is also great riders, but they don't have really good climbers. Just breakaway riders like Omar Freile, Stephen Cummings. That could be a good team for us. But all the other Movistar, definitely not. If we look at Mountain Hill, we would be just a domestique in this. Also Bora Hansgrohe with Raphael Maika, Leopold König, Emanuel Buchmann. We would just be a domestique. Bahrain Merida has Nibali, Yoni Sagire, and Agé de Serves, Romain Bardet. These teams are, for the second season, they are a little bit too good. What you can actually do, what often is a good idea, if you look at the standings and then go to the team standings you can also look at the World Tour. So you don't want to go to Lotto or FDG because like Lotto for sure is going into Continental Pro, and also FDG and Dimension Data and Emirates are pretty close to go into Continental Pro League because they have the lowest points, and the teams with the two teams with the lowest points out of World Tour will go into Continental Pro, and the best two teams from Continental Pro will go into World Tour. This is Direct Energy and Fortuneo right now. If we have a look at Direct Energy at the squad, we will be a pretty good climber we would be a pretty good climber in Direct Energy. Their best climber is Kaimeran, and then there's Romain Sicard and Fabrice Jean Desbos. That would be a good team, and also Cofidis I think has only Nicola Ide, yeah, Nicola Ide and Daniel Navarro. Fortuneo, if we look at them, they have Sepulveda, Janison. So this like 75 is what you have approximately in mid of season 2. We are now at 71, 72. We will get, I think, at least one more level up, so probably 73 mountain at the start of the next season. So I highly suggest for season 2 take one of these 3 teams because they still ride a lot of HC races, but they might be in the World Tour, so you might be able to race every World Tour race. And even if they stay in Continental Pro, they get a lot of invites to World Tour races. So you could probably go to a World Tour race at the end of the season. But you definitely have a lot of HC races, and that's what you want to race in the second season, HC and yeah, the first World Tour races after you are eligible for them. So what we actually going to do, sorry, I don't know where it is. Here, contract. You can contact another team, and you can contact one team a day. We start with Direct Energy. Yeah, they are not interested for 2018. So now you simulate exactly one day, and you can contact another team. It's a little bit annoying, but yeah, refused. So what else did we say? Coffee this. Yeah, they are interested. We ask Fortuneo as well, and then we decide on. You can also go to other teams if you don't like the French teams. I can totally understand that as well. If you wanna, I mean, we are a German rider. We could also go to a German team, but it's much tougher there. So actually, we can also, yeah, Israel Cycling Academy, but they won't get invites to that many virtual races. Manzana possible neither, only for the Spanish races. Caja Rural is also probably a quite good team. CCC, if you, but yeah, Direct Energy, Fortuneo, and Cofidis are by far the best in my opinion in terms of race calendar. So Fortuneo and Cofidis are interested, so we can gamble a little bit. Cofidis has Navarro and Ede, so we would be maybe already the best climber after Navarro in the next season. Ede is also a breakaway rider with like a pretty high fighter stat, Navarro as well. And they have a pretty good mountain and hill squad. I like this. And Fortuneo Oscaro, yeah, they have as well a pretty good mountains. I tried with Coffee this first. So let's make a 1-year contract because you might want to switch after that season as well. Especially if they go up to World Tour this season and then go down again to Continental Pro, you definitely want to leave them. So I think we cannot go higher with the salary at the moment. That's why, yeah, just negotiating at the minimum salary doesn't matter. We are still in our development seasons. So we don't have a new mail yet. It probably takes like 2 or 3 days until they respond. So we are just simulating until then, and they agree to our contract offer, so we sign with them. And happy birthday, we are at Cofidis for the next season. So we are either in a really, really strong Continental Pro team or in a really, really bad Virtual team. Both is pretty good for us. So, but really don't go to a super good World Tour team in season 2. You don't have much fun there. You are basically domestic for every race. And your objectives are always, work at the head of the group for 10 kilometers, 20, 40. We will get that at Cofidis as well, but not that often. Yeah, and that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching again. Next episode will be, let's have a look at the schedule. I think it's another stage race, and it is Volta a Portugal do Futuro. It's an under 23 stage race, and if we have a look at the profile, it starts on a flat and, well, it has a little hilly ending, but it's counted as a flat stage. Then we have a hilly stage, which is kind of a sprint stage as well, because I don't see a point where you can attack, which is close to the finish. Then we have a really, really huge mountain stage. I'm looking forward for that. That's pretty exciting. And it ends on a flat stage again. So, but yeah, I think the terrain is pretty interesting in general, and hopefully we can do good there. Our fitness peak is gone by that time, so we are prepared. It's already preparation for the next objective, which is It's Time Pro Classic in 51 days. So hopefully we will get a fitness peak until then. But yeah, that's the next episode, and then we have Tour Alsace coming up as well pretty soon. I hope you enjoyed it, and tune in the next time.